Hi guys, and welcome back to Successful Living. Today I'm going to be talking about my 2018 goals, what happened, what didn't, and why. And also we're going to be setting my 2019 goals. I'm going to take you through the process of setting goals, smarter goals, and actually showing you everything that I did this year to set my goals quarterly and monthly and yearly and even a 20-year plan. I also have a freebie for you at the end of this video, so if you also have ambitions and goals in this life, welcome to this video. I've been writing yearly goals for a while now, and last year I actually wrote them in my planner. I didn't do it in so much detail. I just wrote down what I wanted. Most of them were not SMART goals. They weren't measurable, they weren't time dependent. So this year I learned from my mistakes and I did a great planning session just a couple of days before I'm filming this for you. But firstly, I want to talk to you about those things that I wrote in my planner last year, and I'm gonna insert a little picture of my goals from last year. And I want to tell you what happened and what didn't. You wanted this yearly assessment video, yearly progress video. And if you want, we can make another one of these 6 months into the year, because I think goals and these kind of things should be revisited and refined as you develop and grow in life. So let me know in the comments below if you want an update on what I'm doing in terms of my goal setting and goal planning in the middle of the year. Just let me know. So last year, the first thing I wrote here was to get my brand, Get Estilo, internationally known. And actually, if you don't know about this, I'm gonna leave some links down below. But I have my own planner and stationery and lifestyle accessories company, and it is based in Turkey. The whole production is happening in Turkey, and it's quite okay doing in Turkey. But I wanted to take it international. We have an international shopping website as well as an English Instagram account. And actually this year we started selling customers all around the world. So I think this was a half done goal, because I didn't write like this many sales per month or this many followers on an Instagram account, but at least Get Estilo is now a little bit known internationally as well. So I'm just gonna say 50% done for this goal. And the second one was YouTube. So I wanted for my Turkish YouTube channel to have a certain number of subscribers. That didn't happen. And on this channel I wanted 5K, and that didn't happen as well. But we have a really good growth. So we are getting bigger and bigger as a Successful Living, Masters of Success family. For this year I set another goal, and hopefully you'll help me reach that goal. So if you're not subscribed, please do so. That will support me and my business big time, and I really appreciate it. So other things that I wanted to do last year was to get Bee Tracker, my phone app, in the App Store. It is already there. The link is down below. You can look at it. So this is the goal that is actually accomplished. And also I wanted to launch my first online course. So that was a goal that I set at the last quarter, like the fourth quarter of the year. And I actually did that in Turkish. I will do it in English, don't worry, but I did that, so I'm really happy that I finally have an online course. Here I have another one. This is more about friends, family, and social life. I decided last year, in the beginning of last year, that I want to refine my social network and but basically manage my friendships with the people that I don't think that give so much value to my life, and I feel like they're pulling me down. So after the weddings, I feel like I kind of refined most of my friendships, and I now spend most of my time, my social time, with the people I actually like being around in terms of happiness, but also support, and they help me grow as a person. So I actually did accomplish this goal, I feel like. Then I have another goal that I wrote down, get healthier. Of course, I didn't set a specific goal in this, and that is another mistake that I did. So this year I have another set of health-related goals. I do feel a little bit healthier compared to last year, but still I'm just gonna say that didn't happen because, like I said, it wasn't really a measurable goal that I put there last year. But in terms of health, in terms of physical health, I guess you could call it, I was really bothered by my nose for the last 10 years basically, and finally this year I got some nose fillers. I don't know if you can see it, but I made a video on my Turkish channel as well. I'm so happy about this, and that is actually a goal that is accomplished. It was a one-day thing, so some goals are, you know, like they need to be worked on for several weeks or several months, but this one was a one-day thing, but it has been on my list for so long. I'm so happy that it finally happened. Another goal that I set for myself was to start public speaking this year. That did not happen, and I'm really looking forward to it happening because I think I have so much to give, so much to talk about when it comes to planning, motivation, and success, especially women entrepreneurship. I'm having this also in my goals list for this year, and hopefully I will make this happen this year. Two more goals from last year. One was to have the best weddings ever, and I think we accomplished that. They were literally the best weddings ever. I have videos for them, so linking them around and down if you want to see what happened. But basically we had two weddings, both of them were super fun and they just made me so happy. So that's done. And the last one was to move to London and live in my dream house. Basically it happened. I mean, it happened way faster than I imagined because we moved here in March last year. I can't believe that it's almost like a year now. So yeah, this happened and I'm so happy here. I was never happier in the place I lived. So before we continue with my 2019 goal setting process and my new goals, if you're new to successful living, this is what we do here. We talk about success tips, motivation tips, planning tips, basically tips that will improve your life at least in one area at a time. And if you think that is a good type of good content to watch on YouTube, please join the family by clicking there and turn those bell notifications on, because if you don't, you might miss some things here. And now, without further ado, here is my 2019 goals and goal setting process. So I decided to do my goal setting this year on my planner. What you're seeing here is the Turkish version of the life set from Yetestilo. And I already made a list of my goal setting process, which we will go through together here. The pages that you're seeing here are my 5, 10, 20 year bucket list or my goal list. And I'm going to be starting with the 21, which is kind of like my life vision. I know 20 years is a very long time to plan. This is not really a plan. This is more like a wish list where I see myself when I'm basically 50, what I want to be accomplishing then. And I'm going to be using these pencils, the Crayola Super Tips pens, to actually create some fields, because I chose a life area and I gave it a color. So at a glance, I can see where I'm pushing more and where I need to focus on more in terms of life areas. Like one could be health, the other one is finance, the other one is business, the other one is social life, these kind of things. So here you see me writing down, me imagining myself in my life when I am 50 years old, and I'm again categorizing everything with the color, because you know what, I don't want to see a lot of blues or a lot of grays, which is the business color, which you will see for this year, because this year for me is 80% focused on business. But I want to have a balanced life, because I think work-life balance or personal life, business life balance is key to happiness. So I just want to visually see how balanced I am imagining my future. And after that, I moved on to my 10-year goal list. This is, again, small life vision to keep track of what I want to happen in 20 years and what I need to do in 10 years to get to where I want to get to in 20 years. So basically, it's like a pre-step, stepping stone kind of thing to my life vision. After that's done, I decided I don't want to do my 5-year goal list, because I wanted to do it with my husband together. So I think it's really important to keep in track and think about what you want to do in a shorter period of time in the future with whoever you share your life with. So I decided that for the 5-year, I need to talk to my husband and do this together. And in the meantime, I'm eating some bananas for breakfast, as you can see. And I decided to go on and fill in my 2-year bucket list. This is more like a future plan. This is less like a vision thing. And I decided to do this in a vision board manner, which you will see in the video later on. And another step is done with my goal setting process. The vision board will happen, but now it's time for the yearly goals, which is the 2019 goals, right? I like to start from a longer future, like a more distant future, and then break it down so that I can see what I need to do this year in order to live my dream life in 10 years, 20 years. So here I am categorizing my yearly goals into different sections. I have 7 sections. You can think about your own life, or you can go online and see the main life areas. I just broke it down to 7 areas, and I'm adding my yearly goals. And here you can see my color coding as well. So the health is the purple one, the business is the gray one, and the blue is the family one. So you can see, you can set colors depending on your likes, and you can set as many goals as you like. Many people recommend setting 3 to 4 goals per year. I decided that this year will be my business year. So I set 9 goals in terms of business, but I set like 5 goals for health, 3 goals for finance, 4 goals for fun and leisure. So it depends on what you want, really. I didn't stick to the rule in 3 goals per year in every life area, but you do you. And if you feel like you need 3, go with 3. So I'm writing down here all the goals, all the things that I want to achieve until 2019. But don't think that this is the end of it. The video is continuing. I'm keeping my planning session a little bit longer because I will break these down in a minute to actually make a plan of achieving them. Because writing them on a piece of paper is, it's a good beginning, but it's not, goal planning and goal setting. Now I'm just writing down the main things, and in a minute we're gonna go start planning how to achieve those goals. After that is also done, now it's time to divide them into priority. What I will do here is I will use 3 stars at kind of like a prioritization system for myself. If something is really, really, really important for me and I must do it, I will give it the 3 stars. If it's a should do kind of thing, it will be 2 stars. And if it's a nice to do kind of thing, it will be a 1 star. And next, I need to actually break them into quarters. So I'm going to be writing next to the goals here on this page, which actually comes with the planner that I didn't say, but this comes with the Getestilo planners. I'm going to be writing down Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, depending on when I want to accomplish these goals in the year as in quarters. And as you can see, I'm giving the 3-star ones, majority of the time, I'm giving them a Q1 because I want to focus on them the beginning of the year so that I can have time. If I couldn't accomplish them in the first quarter, I still have 9 more months to work on them. So I recommend the same for you. If something is really, really, really important, give it a Q1. Try to do it in the first couple of months. I mean, I know that now it's already February, so you can say Q2 as well, but give it a little bit more time. Don't leave it towards the end of the year where, the Christmas spirit is kicking off and it's harder to work. And here you see me writing on a back of a journaling card the habits and skills that I will be needing in order to achieve these goals. Habits and goals are different things. They're kind of similar, but they're different things, and they need different types of attentions and certain habits and certain skills you need to achieve goals. After that, I just took a blank page and put it in my planner because I decided to break my goals from quarters to even months. I think this breaking goals down to time-specific things, like I'm going to be accomplishing this, or I'm going to be focusing on this in January, or I'm going to be focusing on this in April, actually declutters your mind so you don't have like 20 goals on your mind in the beginning of January and you don't know how to handle all of these things and when to tackle those things. So what I like to do is I give every single goal a certain month. So I don't think about it until that month comes. I will just focus on that when the time comes. So I'm just going to be focusing on the things that I set for myself in February, let's say. So here you can see for each and every quarter, I'm going to be writing down all the goals, and I'm going to be using the same color coding system. And there I can still see how balanced my life will look like. So Q1 is a little bit more gray, so it's business. I knew that, but I at least have at least one goal of each area in my Q1. So I increase or I improve every areas of my life at the same time, because otherwise you might feel like, okay, yeah, business is good, but I am really not in a good place in terms of my health, or my relationships are not that good. For 3 months is such a long time to not focus on at all on one life area. After that, I decided to go on and actually categorize these goals into plannable and project things and the non-plannable things. So sleeping better is not a plannable and a project kind of thing, but launching my first membership program would be a plannable and project kind of thing. So I'm trying to understand what I need to do in terms of breaking down these goals into actionable steps, or are they really lifestyle changes or habits that I need to incorporate? So I wrote down the names of the months on the left, and I'm giving a star to the things that are actually really deeply plannable on the right. And now we have another process, which is the goal setting part. This is the freebie I talked about. This is the goal setting worksheet that you can download by clicking the link in the description below. I just printed them onto A4 paper and folded them so that they would fit my A5 size planner, which I intend to use for these kind of things this year. And I just inserted them, and for each and every goal there that you can see that is plannable, I'm going to be using one of these goal setting pages. What you do is to write down the month that you want to accomplish it on the right corner, the goal itself in capital letters, and you can write the area of the goal. So if it's a health kind of thing, you can write health there. Mine was a business kind of thing, so I'm just gonna write work there. And then you think about the things that you can do this month, and then this week, and then this day. So you break down everything into actionable little steps, so you don't have to work 5 hours a week on one single day towards your goal and do nothing about it for a month. This way you can do one thing, a small thing every day, and in a month or two, without even noticing, really working towards that thing, it will become reality. That's the idea behind this goal setting worksheet, and I've used it last year as well. I love it so much. So please go ahead and download it by clicking the link down below, or you can visit my website gamze.com if you want to see more freebies from me. I also went through my morning and evening routines if I needed to incorporate something like a habit or a lifestyle change. Depending on my goals, you can create a new routine after you plan and decide on your goals for the year. I think it's not too late to start. If you didn't do that in January when everybody else did it, you can still do it now. And then you can incorporate those things in your life. Here you can see I'm putting a dot into the things that I already planned. I already made my workout program. I already put those lifestyle changes in my weekly plans, like the gym and the yoga and everything like that. So even if it's not a plannable and project related thing, even if it's something like working out, I still put on the necessary action steps in my weekly pages, or monthlies if you use them, or dailies if you use them. For me, it was easier to put them in the weeklies, and here you can see my monthly to-do list as well. You can put them as well in your planner already now so that you can do something about them when the day comes or when that week comes. And now is finally time for the vision board that I promised you. I decided not to do a vision board in a whiteboard in my office because I didn't want that visual clutter, but I wanted it to be somewhere where I see every day. So I decided to use my A5 size GT Stilo planner. This is the style Goldie, and I collected a bunch of really nice pictures from Pinterest. I printed them here at home, and I decided to just make a collage page as like the dashboard, or the, one of the first pages of the planner. So I'll see it daily, but it's not somewhere where it's gonna, bother me visually. So I put something here for buying a dream house, and I put something there for being with my parents more, public speaking, my dream car, get taste of being international, the best buddy, YouTube, like whatever is important to you. I think visual inspiration is really nice and important. So those were my goals, and like I said, you can download the goal setting worksheet for free down in the description box, and I hope that will help you to reach your goals. Also, now that I shared all of my goals with you, with the whole internet basically, I feel a little bit more accountable and responsible to accomplish them. If you think that is going to be helpful for you as well, I urge you to write down in the comments below at least one, if not all, goals that you have for 2019. Maybe somebody else has the same goal and maybe you can help each other, but if not, you will be accountable. You will feel accountable to me and to everybody that saw your comments. So if you think that will help you to reach them, please do comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. If you haven't watched yet, this is the last video that I posted, and this video is actually perfect for you. And if you're still not subscribed, you can do so by clicking here. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.